Okay, I think we're live. Sounds like we are rolling indeed. Hello, everybody. EM, what's going on? First in the chat. Good morning, Hawk. I see you. What's going on? Hello, folks. As usual, let me get this shared around really quick. Bam, bam, bam. Wow, stop backspacing me, phone. Gosh, I just want to put my link in the chat. So rude. What's up, everybody? Timothy, good morning. Ruth, afternoon from the UK. That's crazy. It's so early here. Hello, hello. What's up, Centrifugal? What's up, Saints? What's going on, everybody? Okay. I copied all that. Post that there. Got that on Twitter. And bam. All right. I think we're all set. Got 35 people in here already. Morning, folks. Things about to go boom a lot? I would say so. Yeah, Hollywood has been pretty fun. I put a video out on it earlier. Some of you might have already seen. So we're going to do a lot of that. I think I want to start with a quick descent run, though. Get the project out of the way, so I don't have to think about it later in the week. It's a good warm-up. And then we'll get into that. Satanta, what's going on? By the way, I feel like I changed the way I pronounce it every time. Is the emphasis on the Tanta? Is it Satanta? You gotta tell me, because I want to quit saying it the wrong way. But what is up? Good to see you. Millie, good morning. Wonderful to see you. Hope you're doing well. Phoenix, what's going on? Ramon, what's up? How's it going, Brandon? What did we agree on last week? True. It's just a good day. Good day at all. What is the Hollywood Global event? How does it work? Well, let's pull up the little infographic, shall we? There we go. It basically creates shields around different enemies that you'll see. It kind of has that like golden hue, as you can see there. And if you read the second paragraph, damaging shielded hostiles with explosives, EMP damage, or any kind of spec weapon will result in the shields burning out, causing an explosion and dropping special ordnance. So basically, it just means that it kind of funnels you into using certain types of builds to take on the shields, but then it creates a huge explosion that damages everybody. And then with the changes, it's yeah, it's even better. But we'll play through it in a bit, so you can see more firsthand. I'm just gonna launch into Descent while we get people in here, because might as well get rolling with it, you know. Alex, what's up? How's everybody doing? 50 people in the stream already. Welcome in, folks. Hope everyone's having a good Tuesday. If you want to help support the stream, it is always greatly appreciated to leave a like. We're at 8 likes right now.
Shade Tech, Pro
but I appreciate you being here. My highest solo loop is 17. I want to go, eventually I do want to do a stream where I go for a high run. It's just so frustrating that it takes hours and hours and hours. I don't, as much as I love you all, I don't like to stream that long because my voice goes out. I don't feel good streaming for like 6 hours on end, but we'll see. We'll do it sometime. All right. Let's do this one. Princess Satanta, got it. It's more two for me. It's an old Irish folk hero's name. That's cool. I didn't know that. Got the lore. All right, now I will remember. Yeah, how we doing, folks? We are 1 week away. A week from right now, I will be live going through the Vanguard finale. I'm very excited. I get the sense that there's going to be some big things to talk about after that finale. I thought about doing like a final predictions video. I don't even know what there is to say anymore. Like, there's so many directions they could take it. Of course, we have all the theories with Anna and Faye and Keener and all those things. I mean, it's exciting.
Entering new location.
And I'm also, of course, very curious to find out when we're going to hear more on Daria's little teaser about the something else. I do now, people were saying, and I do kind of concur, that I think it'll probably be after the finale. Because I think that'll kind of set up the direction Year 6 might go, because right now we don't really... I see a lot of people saying that they're convinced that Year 6 is reruns, and they haven't indicated that in any way. I suppose it's not impossible that Season 1 and 2 would be reruns, but I think they would have made that more clear. So I think it's just that once we get the finale, it's going to all click a bit more and make more sense what's going to happen. But we'll see. Appreciate it, Dave. Was named Jackson. That's so cool. No, I love the lore. Irish Myth. That's very cool. I think it'll be till you be forward. You know, people were saying that. I don't see it. Because, well, look, at the very least, if you go, I can't pull it up in here. The current season is set to end on June 11th, or that's presumably when the next one would begin. And UB Forward is June 10th. So, if they don't say anything until the day before the next update is supposed to get here, I would find that very strange, personally. Yeah, I don't know. That's not to say it's impossible. That certainly could be what they're planning. I just don't see it. I do think Division will be there for sure. Like, they'll probably save like the trailer for Year 6 Season 1 for that, because that's usually, they do that the day before anyway on those reveal streams, the special reports. So they'll probably drop that UB Forward. I'm trying to remember, was it last year that UB Forward happened right before? It was either right before or right after UB Forward was when Season 1 went up. And I'm trying to remember what they saved for that versus what they did for the reveal stream, because I think they pushed the reveal stream earlier. I'd have to go back and look. It's going to be an interesting next, like, 6 weeks. We'll leave it at that. I think there's going to be some very interesting details dropped. Helios, what's up? Watch it be incredibly disappointing? Well, I certainly hope not, Alex. That wouldn't be fun. I'd like to meet Natalia. Yeah, Natalia's been kind of absent this season, which kind of makes sense for what the story's focused on, but she'll be back for sure. Cheryl coming in with the $5 super chat, saying let's go. The 20th super on a live stream. Cheryl, you are a legend. Thank you so much.
Console active.
Thank you for the kindness. AB, hello, hello. How are you? They might do a surprise at UB4, like surprise that's coming tomorrow. It's possible. It would just be very different from how they've handled stuff in the past.
Room selected. Difficulty rating. High value
Which again is not to say that might not be how they do it, right?
Hostile construction initiated.
I just think they know that everyone is like kind of chomping at the bit for news right now, and it's been interesting how they've handled it. One thing I've also noticed too is that Daria very rarely speaks on stuff like that unless there is something coming like quite soon. Like I think back to before Season 9 came out, she was very tight-lipped about stuff, and then like 2 days before they announced the PTS, she's like, stay tuned for news soon. And then even before like Project Resolve, you know, in December, someone was asking about, are we finally ever going to get PvP stuff, which has been asked for years. And she was like, I forget what she said. She's like, you might want to tune into the next update. And that was like 2 days before the stream. So I don't know. That's my conclusion from this entire discussion is I don't know. Whatever happens, I hope it's satisfying. I hope it's good. I hope we get some good stuff. But yeah, thank you so much, Cheryl. Everything in the last couple of years has been different. That's true. I mean, there's less, a bit less consistency in their plans now than there used to be. But when it comes to, I think right now is a bit abnormal compared to, like, if you think back, ever since Season 9, they've pretty consistently let us on with not necessarily telling us what's coming next, but they always give us a bit of a clue as to what they're working on, where things are headed, whether it's stuff listed on the known issues board, whether it's, what can I think back to? I guess it was more when, like, you know, Morton was still on the team. He would usually give us some stuff on Twitter. It's just been, like, ever since Project Resolve dropped, like, it's nothing. We got the roadmap in December, Resolve dropped, and we've heard absolute crickets about any new features they're working on, any, you know, any idea of anything. And that's what I think is a bit abnormal at the moment. So I don't know. I'm sure some people are already half asleep from this conversation. I love speculating on stuff like that. But I get that not everyone does. Maybe we'll finally get Anna. It would be awesome. I've seen people say that. I'm skeptical. Only because of just the sheer amount of work that would take to go in and redo the lines for, like, think about everywhere that Isaac speaks in the game. Like, every main mission, he's got lines. All the open world stuff. All the game modes. Like, that's not to say that they couldn't do it, but that would be an immense amount of work to go in and retroactively add in an AI that would gel everywhere else in the game. But if we were to get that, that would be awesome. I think if we get news, it'll be a stay tuned for the Ubisoft showcase for more details on what's next. Could be.
Constructing hostile combatant.
Definitely could be.
Hostile construction initiated.
There's a guy named Morton on the team. Yeah, how Satanta spelled it. It's Morton. Morton Ryberg was the product director on the game from, when did he join? Early 2022 to last September. And then he left Ubisoft to go pursue other things, but he was around for quite a while. I had an interview with him here on the channel. You can go watch if you're ever interested. That was a lot of fun.
Console active.
Yeah, and Alex, like, what do I know? I don't work on the game. I don't freaking know how hard the stuff is to do, but that's just my impression, is that it would be a lot of work to, I mean, of course anything's going to be a lot of work, but I just mean like a lot of work to put in something like Anna. But that's not to say it's impossible. Like I said, they've been very quiet about what they're working on, and so maybe that is one of the big surprises, is that we get a new AI, and that'd be really cool.
Electrical hazard activated. Entering new room. Difficulty rating easy. Constructing hostile combatant. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted.
Grand Washington Hotel invaded? I'm not sure. I can check once we're out of descent here. But I can't say I looked for what it was before I went in.
Supply station online.
Can anyone explain how to get rid of the golden shield off enemies with the current global event? Yeah, I will be, as soon as we're done in descent here, I'm going to be diving into Hollywood, so we can give you a better demonstration there. If you go to the Hollywood card in, whoops, I just hit my mic, in the seasonal calendar, and you click on it, you can hit like view details. It gives you a text readout of how the mode works, or how the event works. Basically, you just need to use specialization weapons, explosives, or EMPs. And one of those three things will strip the shield. And then you can deal damage to them.
Poison gas hazard.
And it creates a big explosion. In fact, I'll link, after this room, I'll link the video I did this morning showing off the build I used, and we're going to use that once we get out of here.
Hostiles constructing.
What was I saying? I guess if they do Anna, they could leave Isaac in the old missions. I mean, Kelso's in the missions despite her missing. It'd be weird, though. That is true that, like, there's not necessarily... No one's saying that you couldn't potentially run 2 AIs, right? Because I think Kelso has... Actually, that is true, because if you... On the recent cutscene, Kelso has Isaac and Anna from the 2 watches she's carrying. So it's possible that we could run Isaac and Anna at the same time and do different things. So that's totally true. You're very welcome, Yer. Let me link that video because I'm going to want it in here later anyway. Got 80 people in the stream. Welcome in, folks. Let me link this bad boy. Appreciate anybody who checked out the video this morning. GE... I guess I'll just say GE build. Alright. Yeah, if you want to see the build that I was running for it, it's linked in the chat, and like I said, as soon as we're done at descent here, that's what we're going to be jumping into.
Electrical hazard detected.
What up, Rice? How you doing?
Entering new room. Difficulty rating. High value target.
There we go. And good morning, Tyler. How you doing?
Hostile combatant.
Let's hear they're still forming a team to work on Div 3. As far as Div 3, our understanding is that the majority of the team that's working on Star Wars Outlaws will be the Div 3 team. So we now know that's coming out at the end of August. So we'll say by the time we hit October of this year, Division 3 should pretty much be underway, which is very exciting. I mean, they did announce that there's 2 DLCs coming for Outlaws. I don't exactly know how development on that stuff usually works, if they leave the full team on to make those, if those are done before the game comes out, I don't fully know. But we know at least, what they did say was that Julian himself was going to switch over once Outlaws ships, and I assume if he's switching, a lot of the core people are switching as well, so... It's pretty exciting. Oh my goodness. That was weird. It's still doing it. I'm not moving my controller. My headset cut out too. What just happened? I'm gonna replug this real quick. That was weird. It just started doing ghost movements without me. I hope can people still hear me? I don't think anything happened with the stream. That was very odd. Guru, what's going on? Mate, for some working and lurking. What's up, Tyler? We got 2 Tylers. Welcome in. Div 3 is probably in pre-production. Yeah. I would assume it's been in pre-production for a good bit. My guess is that they will have it ready to when the resources free up from Outlaws, they can basically just hit the ground running with full production. Like, I bet by now they've decided on the city that Div 3 will be in. I bet they've decided on the general premise of the game in terms of story and maybe some systems, but like, yeah, that's my guess.
Room selected. Difficulty rating medium.
It's Anna. It probably is. She's infiltrating my
Hostile
system.
Construction initiated. Constructing hostile combatant.
Discovered Descent through your channel. Never played it before. Trying to get through it. Made 3 rings and got caught in a bad spot and died. Yeah, Descent is it's a bit of a different beast. You know, you gotta play it a bit differently than the rest of the game since you're without your regular builds. I enjoy it. A lot of people straight hate it, which to each their own. It's not like my favorite thing in the game, but I enjoy the different combinations and things you can do with it, you know?
Console active.
This new event is straight ass. Well, Phase 1, I'm sorry you don't like it. I don't think it certainly hasn't replaced my like favorite global events, but I like it a lot more than I used to. I used to kind of despise Hollywood. I didn't think it was very fun at all, but I enjoyed what I played earlier. Wonder what Diamond sounds like. They actually, this is minor spoilers, but I don't think it's that bad. They confirm that Diamond doesn't have a voice. It's a raw data feed that the Black Tusk have been like trained to analyze in real time. So it's an AI that doesn't have a voice. Wow, hello. I hit a shot. There we go.
Console active. Supply station online.
Diamond is still technically an AI Millie, at least from my understanding, but it's just that, yeah, it doesn't have a voice to like tell you things. It's more just like real-time suggestions in a way. Power bomb in the house. What's going on, man?
Entering new room. Difficulty rating.
No wonder the Black does suck. Tough stuff. Still think my preferred voice actor. Oh, your personal. I got you. For Isaac. For me, it's hard to go against the guy who does it in the game. I mean, Isaac is pretty iconic. Which, fun fact, the voice actor for Isaac is, his name is Brandon Keener. I do intend to ask someday if Aaron Keener was at all inspired by that, but, yeah.
Console available.
Fun facts for The Division. Ken, what's going on? What's up with you? Last Man Battalion World War II radios. R.I.P. to the LMB. What do you think is best, Descent or Summit?
Difficulty rating medium.
By best, do you just mean like what do I prefer more? I probably like Descent more because Summit I think is, now that we have Countdown, it's a little bit derivative. I don't think it does many things better than Countdown, and Descent is kind of its own experience. You get a different flavor, so if by best you just mean what do I like more, probably Descent. But Summit and Descent compared to each other offer very different experiences, depending on what you want. Don't let Mallory hear that. I'll try. If she doesn't watch the VOD on this, then we're good. I want Abbas to sing for Isaac. Let's get a musical AI in here. That'll be the way to go. Brandon Keener's hard to top. That's right, I did hear that he voices a guy in Mass Effect. I've not played Mass Effect, so I don't know the character personally, but that is indeed true. Henry, what's going on, man?
Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from highlighted doors. Hostile construction initiated.
Hello. Kill there. Fire. Shoot. Alright, everything's fine. Everything's just fine. Everything is just fine. Get that ammo box.
Vital signs critical.
Alright, I got a little hairy, but we got through it. I always forget that we only have to do 4 loops now. It's so nice. Got one more to go. I just drenched myself in water trying to take a sip from my cup. I'm not gonna talk about it. Alright. Could do a reviver, just in case I go down. Not a bad plan. We're left with 1 credit. Sad times. Hey, what's up, Razor? I'm doing fantastic. Had a very lovely weekend, slightly stressful. I tried to get that conflict guide done, and it was a day later than I intended to release it, but still was great. How about yourself?
Hostile construction initiated.
Got my Regulus today. Congrats, Ryan. That is a very fun one. I need to use the Regulus more. It is a super fun gun, so congrats. Wow, could not get through that shield.
Console active.
Reset day indeed. Hey, what up, Danny? Doing great, man. Life's good. We got a global event. We got the finale in a week from today. What's not to love? I am really pumped for that. I think I am going to... I'm thinking about going live earlier that morning than normal. Because what usually ends up happening on finale days is I wake up and then I'm just like avoiding Twitter for like 2 hours trying to not see spoilers before I go live. So... So we might do an earlier stream next week so I can just wake up and go, not have to worry about it.
Hostile spawn from highlighted doors.
We'll see. It's not a finale, it's going to be another cliffhanger. Well, I think by definition it's a finale because it's the end of the season. But it's not a series finale, it's a season finale. That's what that stuff usually means. But no, I mean I was pretty much directly told that there's going to be some major stuff going down, so I think it's going to be a big one. Primate with the 22-month member message. Keep grinding, RG. Thanks for what you do for D2. You're a legend, man. Thank you so much. 22 months. We're seriously about to come up on people having 2-year memberships.
Entering new room.
You're wild, dude. I appreciate you.
Constructing hostile combatant. Hostiles constructing.
So much love around here lately.
Spawn from
I
highlighted
sincerely
floors.
appreciate all of you. I'm definitely excited to get into the flow of what's coming for year 6. When we think about it, in a few months' time, it's going to be endgame redesign time. After that, it's going to be the DLC. Maybe we got some good stuff coming.
Console active. Supply station activated.
Guess I'll take the day off just because. I won't push you into doing that, but you'd be a real one if you didn't. We have a toddler together. True. The membership toddlers are growing up. How much more do I need? Oh, 1%. Let's do this one.
Entering new room. Difficulty rating medium.
Don't go live too early or I won't be off work yet.
Hostile.
What time do you get off work?
Initiated.
Compared to 9, whatever time zone you're in. When I went live today, when did you get off work?
Console available.
Just getting back into the game. Welcome back. I'm struggling with information overload, trying to focus on something to get going. Hit max level. I count the first 20 levels over cap. Let me, if you haven't checked this video out, let me send you a link in the chat real quick. Because I totally get that the end game is overwhelming. They are working on that later this year. They're supposedly gonna make big changes to like new player onboarding for the end game, making things be a bit more concise. But I put out this new player guide last year that at this point there's 1 or 2 things that need updating because they've done stuff since then. I'm gonna make a new one later this year. But if you want to check out the new player guide that I just linked in the chat, Anox, that goes over the majority of like end game systems and content and what you might want to go for. So if you haven't watched that yet, I recommend it. That might give you a bit more info.
Difficulty rating. High value target. Constructing hostile combatant. Hostiles constructing. Hostile spawn from.
Do we know what Anna stands for yet? I don't remember. Oh no! It's alright, that's why I got the revive hive. I got way too confident there. We're chilling. Everything's good. Everything's golden. Literally the last room before the Nemesis. That would have been tragic if I if I died. I feel like they did say what Anna stands for. I'd have to look it up though. I don't remember off the top of my head. If you're in this in 19 more years, I'll buy you a beer. If Division is going in 19 more years, then I think we've all won. Well, assuming it's still good. I would hope they don't turn it into a Call of Duty type deal, but that sounds like a plan. Or, you know, Sweet 16 if you want to buy the channel a car. I wouldn't complain. Oh my goodness. I gotta forget at 8 or 9 or 10, depending on if I'm home or at the office. Gotcha. I appreciate it. I mean, the good news is, even if I go live at 8, then it'll still be like an hour-ish of me going through the last sub-target before we actually get to the finale mission. That's the problem, is that it's always like finale time, but then you still have to go through the other content, which is fine. I'm, you know, more stuff to do. But yeah, we'll see. I'll post about it the day before as usual once I fully decide. Think so. I'll do. Thanks, sir. Been keeping up with your videos, so I know just enough to be dangerous right now. No problem, Inox. And if at any point you need, further questions or you need more advice, always feel free to drop them in the comments of the videos. You can also join our Discord server. The link for it's in the description of this stream and all my videos. Got a lot of people on there willing to answer questions and help out, so no problem at all. According to the wiki, it's advanced neural network algorithm. That sounds right. What's up, Sly Guy? I love both Division games that came out that I stopped playing for years, just came back to both games, and your channel has been a huge help for me. Thank you. I love hearing that very much. You're incredibly welcome. Yeah, welcome back. It's a good time to jump on. You know, the last few years certainly have been a bit slower. There's been a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff going on, but we got a DLC coming up. They're redoing the end game. It's a good time, so glad you're here. Glad the videos have helped out. Always love hearing that. Hey, Fabio, how you doing? Very good to see you. Thank you, Millie. Thank you for the link. That's the Discord link if Anox or anyone else needs it. What do you think is the best build for solo legendary missions? Gotta be Striker, right? I mean, I don't run solo legendary often, so maybe if someone regularly does, they can correct me, but I think for the majority of endgame content, it's like you just run Striker and shoot. Yeah, maybe you throw out like Striker with like Survivalist and 3 Protection from Elites mods. Would probably be pretty good. Alright. Nemi time. I'm slightly nervous because I don't have Trauma and I don't have Riot Foam or a decoy.
Entering new location.
But we'll make it work, you know?
Difficulty rating. Nemesis.
That's what we do. We got just about 100 people in the stream. Thank you all so much for being here. And if you've not already, we're 3 likes away from 50 likes. You could say you're in the first 50.
Nemesis.
No pressure. But yeah, I'd say like Striker.
System disrupted.
Probably. Let's see for legendary.
Hostile restore hive detected. System back on.
Oh, I hate when they have the Restorer Hives, dude. Are you coming up here? Oh, we're getting a tango? That didn't last long. Usually they don't push me up there. That's a new one. I almost have mine back. Better watch out. Can it go off? Thank you. I thought I wasn't going to get the proc. No, 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 no. Don't heal it up. No, 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 no. Did that kill it? I think it did. Alright, just need to get him before they pop another one. Yeah, peek it. Peek it. Here we go.
Simulation terminated. Collating data.
You can shoot it, but you can shoot the Restore Hive, but normally they put it right next to them behind cover, so it's really hard to get a flank without getting tagged. But we made it work. I just threw grenades at it when they put one down. Only rear ones can beat the Nemi with no foam decoy. I guess I'm a real one. What can I say? What can I say, Peter? Alright, good stuff. We're also almost at the end of the descent comms. There's only like a few more to get total. Which is wild to think that almost the entire year's worth of descent comms is almost out. That doesn't feel real. Oops. I have a bunch of caches. Let's go through those very quick. Pick those up so we don't leave them there. If you buy the extra talent from the NSA station, does it give you an extra talent every run or just the next run? It gives you one every run. It's a permanent bonus, which is pretty nice. Same with the starting talent. You'll always have one to begin with. That's pretty solid. Grab the rest of those and don't leave them down there. Yeah, Millie's on a bit of a gifting reprieve, but that is more than okay. She has done so much for this channel already. And now is a mod on here, which is fantastic. Leonardo, how's it going? It is going fantastic, man. I was saying a few minutes ago, I had a very, very nice weekend. A little bit of stress getting some videos out, but, you know, wouldn't be right if there wasn't stress. But yeah, doing well. Very much looking forward to the finale next week. It's good all around. How about yourself, sir? Foodie's in here. Hey, what's up, Foodie? Good to see you. And Swede, hello. I just heard the gain to the Nemesis is easier coming down by Loop 4 now. Yes. After the changes that they made with Project Resolve, you can now get to the Nemesis by Loop 4 if you take mostly easy difficulty rooms to get the highest heat gauge. That's what I always do. Just in that run there, I got it at Loop 4. Okay, I don't think any... Whoops. I don't think any of that's going to expertise, but we'll just try it in case. Pick the rest of that up. Find myself playing one more instead of two. I wish more people would come back to the first one. Division 1's always going to be a classic, and I do think there's a good amount of people that still jump on there. It's just about consistency and times of day and all that, you know. If you're on Xbox, and it's been a minute since I've been in there, I need to get back in. There are people that run weekly Last Stand games, which is a ton of fun. I love that game mode. So yeah, we'll jump over to the global event after shouting out Foodie's 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much, man. Going to Alex Tyler, Razor, Phase 1, Cool, Boogie, Skimpton, Keenan, other Tyler, and Crowbird. Foodie, thank you so much, man. As always, that is very generous of you. Thank you for helping out the channel. And those 10 people, be sure to drop Foodie a thank you in the chat. Thank you so much, man. Lito's here as well. Bad for being late. There's never a late. If you make it to the stream at all, you're a legend. All is well indeed, man. I hope with you too. But yeah, welcome those 10 people to Rogue Studios. You now get a cool badge next to your name. You got some emotes to use here in the lives and on the comments of videos. And if you want to join our Discord server and link your YouTube account, you'll get access to the Rogue Studios private channel in there. Welcome. And thank you so much, Foodie. Alex with the 1 month message. They got Alex. I think it's obligatory now that you have to send that every time that you have one of those messages available. Like, if it's not that, I might be kind of disappointed. But thank you very much, man. Project, what's up? Want to ask you, I got so much stuff in my stash and on person. I don't know what to get rid of. Any advice? I actually did make a video on that. Let me link it to you. Yeah, there's some principles that I try and follow as far as like what I want to keep and not. And so this might help you out. So there you go, project. If you look in the chat, I just dropped a link to that video. Feel free to go check it out or bookmark it or whatever. But that goes through a lot of my thought process that I go through for management. I only have one character, and my stash sits at 280. So I feel like I at least do a decent job of keeping my space down. You know. Best channel to support. Thank you, Cheryl. People are too nice, man. Message failed to send as I've been got. Tough. That's true. Getting my daily RG doses while I eat lunch. What's up, nobody? See, when I hear stuff like that, that's crazy. Because I do that, obviously, to other channels. Like, I'll watch stuff during lunch, but to think that's me for some people, that's so cool. No, I don't have any mules, DF. What can I say? But it's certainly not a bad tip. Some people live by that, and there's absolutely nothing to scoff at there. All right, we're gonna jump into Hollywood, and if anyone on Xbox would like to get in on this, I think we can get a full 4-man going. No reason not to. So if you are on Xbox and you want to run some Tier 4 control points on Heroic with Hollywood, then shoot your gamer tag in the chat, and we'll get you in here. You got 4 agents? Well, there you go. I think you're set then. Yeah, no problem, Project. I hope it helps out. If not, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll try and word it in a different way. Malicite, what's going on, man? We did just do Descent. I did the weekly run for the comm. Are you on Xbox, Atanta? I don't remember. If so, throw the gamer tag in there. All right, what do we got? Nice profile photo. And then CTRY dust. Oh, there we go. All right, we'll get you in then. $90.89. Sweet.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Switch to PS5. You're not the first that's wanted me to do it. It will be fun to have crossplay in these games someday, so that platform isn't a restriction. Lonely Wolf, if I'm assuming these other people are joining. We've got 4 for right now, at least I invited 4, but if anyone drops, I will be sure to get you in. Did Alex and Satanta, did those invites go through? Because PS5 is the best? I don't know. Kind of like my Xbox. No, I'm not a console war person. There we go. Everybody jumped in at once. Sweet.
Another agent has joined your group. An agent has
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
disconnected.
Wonder we, Cheryl, I hope you don't mind me out in your build. I'm curious what you're running. Are you gonna use like the crossbow for some of that? So we do have Hollywood on, which means the 3 things that'll break their shields are explosions, EMPs, and signature weapons. Honestly, though, as long as one of us has something, which I have Tip of the Spear, that's probably fine because it's gonna break all the shields anyway. So we might not all have. I don't think we all even need to specialize in it because it's gonna work out. I kind of wanted to. I might copy you, Alex. I kind of wanted to run the Dragov fit with the minigun. I feel like that just makes sense. Also, look at this patch I got. Did anyone know that this existed? You get it from the summit. That's like the hardest patch ever. I love it. That looks like a classic Division 1 patch to me.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Alright, we'll get Satanta in and then we'll get it rolling. Need you to hand that patch over to me, right? Doesn't it look cool? I think so. Been having a blast with the Explosive Seeker. Yeah, everyone was dropping their builds on the video, and they... Yeah, I like the amount of different builds you can use with it, but it's still all explosive based. It's cool. Someone was telling me they were using the Reviver Hive with the Combustor. So that sounded fun. By the way, Angel, thank you so much. Really good guides and video updates. I appreciate that. I'm glad they help out. Alex says my patch is better. Oh, that is a good one too. It's true. What is the name of the summit patch? Let's see. The Summit Headhunter Merit. I don't even remember what I did for it. It just popped up the other day. I don't even know what category it'd be in. Activity feed. Oh, under service. Headhunter Merit. Here you go. You got to get 25 named neutralizations. That's a word. On every faction. So there you go. Hey, Sly Guy, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it.
Detected.
Hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you around. All right, are we ready to go? Alex got Striker. Alex got Hot Shot. Tanta got that. All right. Let's do... What should we start with? Maybe these ones up here. Some hyena ones. Give it a run. Ironic, just got that patch yesterday. Did you, Savvy? Well, there we go. Yeah, it's a cool one. This is the first time I actually ran around with the Dragov helmet. Pretty good. Let me mark this so people know where I'm going here. You can always, Satanta, if you don't have the classified assignment, you can fast travel to one of us right on our icon.
Hostiles guarding location nearby.
Let's get it. See all those shields. So yeah, for anyone who was asking how Hollywood works, basically to break through the shield, you have to do spec ammo, EMPs, or explosions. I'm opting for spec ammo. And you just get huge explosions like that, which is quite satisfying, if I do say so myself. But you do have to be, oh my gosh, a bit more careful, I think, than some of the other ones. Because once the shield breaks, you don't have much stagger option or anything like that. But like, look at that huge explosion. Hit him with the Scorpio. Nice. I do need to hit the... Can I do it right here? Come on, game.
Detected.
Oh, I thought there was a guy behind me. Let me go shoot this.
Reinforcements incoming. Incoming hostiles.
Oh, you're good,
detected.
Satanta. Don't worry about it. There's no... Honestly, I just like having 4 people in the group for the extra NPC density. You're chilling. It is funny that this is triple the explosion damage, because I'm like, what did the explosion used to do? Because it does a good bit, but it's still not, like, I would think, too insane. I think that's why I didn't like Hollywood before, because it just didn't feel like it had enough impact. There we go. I think we got a boss out here too, right? Or did they already kill it? Yeah, we can clear this, doesn't matter. Why not? Michael Bay approved, exactly. Yeah, they should just call it the Michael Bay event. No, I do love the slow-mo effect though. It fits right in, like when they die. Perfect build to use the Dragov's outfit. Right? That's what I thought. Alright, let's go get our loot chest. Sticky mortar full explosive build will be insane for this. Yeah. If you do, what's the talent that gives you the chance to reset cooldowns on skill kill? I can't remember. Skilled? There's one of them where it's like skill kills has a % chance to reset the cooldowns. That would be really good. Just keep shooting those out. Get the loot room up here. Exotic component? Hell yeah, dude. Alright, I'm gonna go up to this one next. Thank you, Lido. We do a lot of people in here. Thank you all so much for hanging out, everybody. It's Explosion Day. Kills on reset 30%. Yeah, is it skilled? I can check now with the library. Or is it actually on the vest? Oh wait. I don't know. Yeah, it's skilled. It's skilled on the chest, yeah.
Rogue agent detected.
Still regretting not buying the Dragov outfit. I would guess at some point they'll bring him back. Like those are a bit too popular not to not do it for. But yeah, I do think it might be the best looking one. In my opinion. Oh, here we go. They ain't ready. They ain't ready. Oh, that explosion where you get them all in one is so good. Let's call this now.
Reinforcements en route.
I'm gonna go down. Yeah, it's alright. I need to jump up here so I'm actually on the same level as them. I'll handle the spawns. I'm gonna go down again. Shoot! It's alright.
Agent killed.
I'll do the quick fast travels. That's a lot of ads. That's I think my one, not necessarily a complaint, but you just gotta play it differently than the other ones, is like SHD exposed and some of those stagger them every time. They don't really stay staggered for long after the explosion, so you do kind of have to be a bit more careful. Ow, this guy's just beaming me from the side. Jeez, one right on me. That's also the boss. Love the Matrix slow-mo when it happens. Yeah, me too. It's an awesome effect. Where are the black tusks coming from? I did see someone talking about, and I'd want to try it at some point, do an explosive delivery build with this. Like, maybe I could use the one that the build I made for that back then. Look at that! That is so cool. Where you do like riot foam with the explosive delivery, so you get them trapped in the explosions. That'd be pretty good. Jeez, I'm just getting melted through this. I'm a little surprised by that, because you'd think with all the healing I'm getting. Pick up some. Wow, 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 wow. Stealing me from. Oh, it's a mini tank. What is that thing even doing? It's Tanta, I got you. Oh, hang on. Uh-oh. I got you covered. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Just that one big explosion to get them all. That's the best. If you can group them up, they just go out in one hit. GG. Beautiful. I totally missed so many chats there. Any headshots with the sharpshooter, heavy sniper? Yeah, I love the TAC 50. I just wish it was slightly more viable for stuff. Like with the ammo you get, I feel like it's just slightly too little, but what's the best way to level up the Shade Watch? Let me link you a video right after this. Yeah, I love this build. Really, I'd had the idea for the build ever since they talked about the Hollywood changes, and I was really hoping it was gonna generate enough ammo. I pretty much don't run out with this, because we get it every time we break a shield. Every third kill you get ammo, and every 60 seconds you get it too from tip of the spear. All right, let's head back to the control point. Jake, by the way, let me link you that video real quick. Let's see. So the video I'm going to link you will be slightly not relevant, only because I'm talking about a specific global event that was active when I made this video, but it shows you the method that I use, which is public executions in the open world. So ignore the global event side of that, but the same build and the same method of using public executions is my go-to XP farm. Oh, Millie might have just linked it. It's probably that one. Right. Okay, we got those two. Wonder if there are good ones around here. We can run the library too. Let's do that. Oh, by the way, whoever was asking earlier, Grand Washington Hotel is indeed invaded.
Detected. Nearby location. Guarded by hostiles.
Look at all these shields ready to be popped. Jeez. My reaction is a jeez every time I see a chain of like 20 explosions go up there. Well, that was a good snipe. Goodness. Yeah, when you get the right flow going, there's no stopping it. I'm so dead. Oh. That's the only problem with the minigun is that your mobility is very limited. You get caught in a bad spot. And you also deal no damage to bosses because of the spec ammo thing. Spec weapon thing, rather.
Detecting additional hostile contacts. Hostiles guarding location.
Yeah, Rice, it's the Hollywood Global event that's causing it. So the enemies have shields on them, and then when you use specific things, you can break the shield, and it creates that big explosion. The build I'm using leans into being able to break them more easily, because one of the ways is to do specialization weapon damage. So I'm using Tip of the Spear, which gives me a lot of ammo for that and extra damage. The link I have at the top of the chat shows you the build breakdown and the general idea. I made that this morning. Any news about the Division 3 or new phone game of the Division? Nothing as of recently. We know that Resurgence, which is the mobile game, is coming out this year. My guess for that is like Q3, maybe like late summer, early fall. As far as Division 3, they're not going to start major production on it until Star Wars Outlaws releases. We now know that's coming out at the end of August. So by the end of this year, they should be in full production on Division 3, which is pretty exciting. So that's all I've got for now. And by the way, it just popped into my mind that I read earlier and forgot to talk about it. I think, Malicite, if you're still here, you're asking about the something else instead of Division Day. We talked about it at the start of the stream. There's a lot of possibilities. A lot of people think they're not going to say anything until Ubisoft Forward. I don't fully buy that, only because the next season is set to start a day after Ubisoft Forward, and that would be, like, if we had no PTS and no nothing until the day before the update, I think that would be a bit weird. But it's possible, you know? Can you take advantage of the explosive damage? Yes. The explosion that creates damages all of them. But then if you make a build about explosives and you build explosive damage, then, you know, you'll just do that much more, right? Any word on the non-division day? What's up, Libertarian? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Nothing yet. My personal theory, after hearing some people say it, I think it makes sense. They're probably going to wait until after the finale next week. Because my guess is that will kind of give us a bit of a direction on where things are headed in year 6, given that the DLC is still 2 seasons out. So that's my guess, is that after the finale, maybe at the end of next week or the start of the very next one, they'll give us a thing. I don't think they'll wait all the way until UB Forward, but it's not impossible. So. What's your favorite Division merchandise if you have any? That's a great question. Managed to get the Dark Zone edition with the statue that's holding the flare gun, which is cool. Nice. Probably my favorite is... I'll have to post a picture of my collection at some point. I have a lot of good stuff. My favorite is probably... I got a hoodie that they made back during Division 1 days. It was on the UB store that has the Manhunt symbol on the back, and that's like the whole rogue thing on the front. I really like that just because it's a bit more rare. But I've gotten a lot of good stuff over the years. Julian helped me get... I was trying to get the limited edition statue they did of the Div 1 agent years ago, and he retweeted my thing, or quote tweeted it on Twitter, and was like, help an agent out, and people sent me links after that, so that was really cool. Got that one. I'm looking over the shelf right now. I've got the World of the Division thing. I've got a sweater they did with a bunch of Phoenix logos, like a Christmas sweater. I will have to post a picture of my collection at some point. Oh, goodness. How many... I just turned around and saw all these ads. Didn't know we had this many here. I also have the limited edition Art of the Division, which comes in like a supply drop box. That's pretty cool. There's a lot of good stuff they've done over the years. I wish more of it was still available. They've shut down the UB store altogether, like company-wide, which sucks. Alright, we got that. Let's run down to this one, maybe. Little Navy Plaza. Take a stroll. Let's say we do that. Hey, what up, Christopher? Do you think they'll add the outfits of any of the upcoming movie characters? I'd hope that eventually... That's probably a good idea. Cheryl, I'm going to go to where you are. I would hope that by the time the movie gets here, they're doing more regular, like, crossovers between the different games. Like, not necessarily, like, you know, you can get every outfit in every game, but, you know, more promotional stuff like that. They haven't really done a lot of that in the past, except for, like, the shields in Division 1. So, I think that would be cool. Just to see that in general. Does the pulse break their shields or just stun? If you use the jammer pulse, it'll break it, because that's EMP related. The regular pulse will not.
Hostile protection restored.
What's up, Agent Prime? I'm doing well. Do you think the Moravian Society is teasing a Division 3 faction? My guess would be at the time it came out, that wasn't what they intended. If they want to lean into that for Division 3, they certainly could. I think most likely they'll probably leave that as just like a cool little teaser. But certainly if they ever want to go back and do something with it, they could. And I wouldn't complain. It would be a cool plot line. Find out what happened there. What do you think about Star Wars Outlaws getting ratioed into Oblivion? Like, the things that people were upset about are fair. Like, charging 100 and whatever it was for a deluxe edition that comes with mostly digital bonuses is kind of silly in my opinion. I also don't think it's a great idea to lock like one mission behind pre-ordering, or is that what it was for the season pass? I don't know. It's all weird stuff. What I think was weird was the fact that people really tried to make it sound like you had to pay $130 to play the game, period, and that's simply not true. Also, the fact that Ubisoft has been doing this for years. Outlaws is far from the first game that's had that structure. It just seems like it got the brunt of people's frustration for whatever reason. So, I think most of the criticisms were valid. I think the conduct was a little unfair. And oddly targeted. I would say that's my main take. Alright, what else? What else am I missing here? Got the statue of the agent holding the sniper. Nice, yeah, that came in like the Phoenix Shield edition or whatever. It was definitely a cool one. Speaking of merch, I'm surprised they never released some kind of watch-related stuff. You could get a watch from the Division 1 Collector's Edition. I do have the watch. I didn't get the Collector's Edition back then, because I didn't know how much I was going to love Division, but I did get it on eBay a few years later, so I have the watch. It's pretty cool. It's actually very authentic in terms of the build quality. Like, it's pretty much full metal. Or, I guess I don't know the materials, but it feels very heavy and real, which is cool. Yeah, it would be cool for them to release some kind of way for people to get that more. Oh my goodness. GG's. Still waiting for the custom Rogue logo baseball cap. That design you drew up was pretty sick. I do have merge planes in the future. I need to rethink a bit how I do it, because the current stuff I worked on, the people who got it said they liked it a lot, but it wasn't like super popular. Which is no one's fault other than my own. I just need to work on it more and promote it a bit more probably. But sometime in the future I'll go back to doing merch stuff. Any Heartland news? Tom Henderson, who is a pretty reputable leaker in the industry, especially with Ubisoft, he's gotten a lot of stuff right, said that he's got a report coming up on it, presumably in the coming days. As soon as that drops, I will do a video on it. That's about all I can say on that. So stay tuned. I'll certainly have it posted up here on the channel, and also if you want to go follow me on Twitter, that's where all that stuff comes out first, so link for that's in the description. I'm hyped to get my They Got Alex shirt. I'm hyped for you to get it too. I spent a long time trying to perfect that design. I had to go back and forth with the guy who made it a few times. But yeah, I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be more popular than it was, but I'm happy that you'll have one, Millie. By the way, appreciate 120 people hanging out in here. We're also 5 likes away from 100 likes. If you want to help support the stream, boost the algorithm, all that, I'd appreciate it. But thank you for being here. Let's hit some of these ones down here. Tyler, man, thank you so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your workday and week. See you soon. Is there a way you know of to get all the crafting recipes besides farming to sensory constructed caches? If you want the Dark Zone exclusive blueprints, that is the only way to get it, is from the reconstructed caches. Otherwise, if you farm tier 3 and 4 control points, you will get 1 blueprint for every completion of that per day, I think. Like for each control point per day. But that is not the full pool. The full pool comes from the reconstructed caches, but you can get some of them from those control points. Look at that. How many did we just take out in that one go? That was sick.
Reinforcements incoming.
Look at how many are down below us right now. Oh my god. I should have just crashed the game with that explosion. Dude! Jeez. I don't even know what I did. That was like more than normal. That was insane. Dang. They didn't stand a chance. Oh my goodness. Oh, that was the convoy down there too. That's why there was more. That was wild.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Oh, what am I missing? Are they going to shut down the servers? Or are you talking about for Division 1? That's been a rumor as of late, but from everything I've heard behind the scenes, and I think even Daria tweeted about it, there's no plans for that for them to do that, no. They're working on getting the global events going back up. I don't know why it's such an intensive thing as it is, but they are working on getting those restored. Are they still coming out back here? No. That would have been great if they were already in front of us. I don't get any more recipes when I get CPs, and there's still 70 left to get. Then the majority of those are probably left in Descent, unfortunately. There's also the matter of, I don't know if you played Season 3 back in the day in 2020. The blueprints for those have been not a part of the loot pool, as there's an issue they've ran into with getting those out. We haven't heard about any update on when those will be added, but those are probably contributing to some of the ones you're missing as well, if you don't have those. Otherwise, that's about all you can do, I'm afraid. GG, that was insane.
That's why we're a team.
I can barely keep up with you, I'm sorry. It's just too much fun.
Supply room access unlocked.
Leave some ads for the rest of us. Andrew, this is the build I'm running. Also, if you check the link at the top of the chat, I put out a video where I go into more detail about it, kind of explain what's going on there. So if you need that as well, you can do that. WTF, what up with you? Uh-oh. I dealt it and it said OBS was reconnecting. Can people still hear me? Testing, testing. Dude, all the ads just spawned in and died right there. I think I did break it. That's why I couldn't take the loot. It was because it was lagging out. Weird. Okay, I'm glad the stream didn't crash. Sorry, folks. That was a weird spike on my end. That was funny. That's a shorts clip? Yeah, I tried to not talk because I'm like, I could probably clip that later. That was funny. Alright, I think we just run to this next one, peeps. The solar farm. Let's do that. What Abdullah was saying, what's up? Have you seen the X message from Tom Henderson about Heartland 5 days ago? Yes. Yeah, I retweeted it. I posted about it on the community tab that, you know, there wasn't anything to talk about at that point because he's just saying that there's things happening. But as soon as he posts that report, I will certainly do a video talking about what he reports on. Of course, with that stuff, you have to take it with a grain of salt because he doesn't work for Ubisoft. But Tom specifically has proven to have really good connections, especially with Ubisoft. Like he confirmed the X-Defiant test date like 2 days before they posted about it. So most of the time, Tom has good information on this stuff. So it will be interesting to see what's in that report. But yeah, I hope we don't have to wait until UB4 to hear more about the Div 2 stuff. Like, as I've said plenty of times in my videos, I get the sense that there's something more coming for next season than we've been led on to. And so, at some point, obviously, we're going to hear about it. I just hope we don't have to wait that long until then. What will be very odd is if we don't get a PTS at all, because that'll be the first time that'll have happened ever since content came back. Bam, bam, bam. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Too much there. Millie clipped it. Thank you so much. I'll go look at it later. I think there's a spot on YouTube where I can look at all those. I'm so glad you clipped it.
Protected hostile restored.
This is awkward. Don't mind us while we just slowly kill you here. There we go. Alright, I want them to come out of this tent right here. This is my favorite spawn spot. Oh, they are. They are. I can't not laugh at that every time I see it. It's so good. Oh, but now they're all the way on the other side. I think Rogue overloaded the server with all the explosions. That very well could have been what happened. I don't know. It was a very weird, like, spike. Alright, they're coming back over here. Run, 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 run. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what he ran into there. So good. We cleaned up the castle. Any word about us re-cleaning up the White House? Sick and tired of tripping over those cables in the hallways. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to do much of the White House. It's weird because you would have thought that they would have just transitioned everybody to the castle and kind of like decommissioned the White House for the time being, but obviously we've still kept it as a base, so I don't know. I'd like it if they made the castle shared, like you could actually see the people there. Because that's the only reason that I mainly still go to the White House, is because like I like that sense of community, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Don't have very great internet, it seems like. Honestly, if that's the first time that I've crashed on stream in however many months of doing this, I'll take it. That's a fine ratio to me. Generally, I'm pretty fortunate with how this goes. Matrix moment looks so cool. Absolutely. Would have been cool to get another base in New York, which I guess we'll get in the DLC. True, I hadn't even thought about that. We probably will get a new, like, Haven, White House type of space in Brooklyn. That'll be sweet. I'm so excited for that DLC, man. It's just going to be so fun to have a big release like that again. It'll be awesome. Alright, let's run over to the sinkhole. How come some content creators made into a video for the 5th anniversary? I was reached out to about it. That wasn't anything that I initiated on my end. They reached out and asked if I'd be willing to record some clips to be in there, and obviously I'd never done any face content before, but I was like, if there was ever a time to do it, it would be for this. This is a pretty cool opportunity, so I said yes, and it was a huge honor to be in that. It was super cool. Used to have a trick where I equip gunner loadout and sit at the castle before playing the game with Pistolero on. It's not a bad strat. People have done that. Yeah. Can you send a link for the build again? It is linked to at the top of the chat. If you look up there, it says I got GE build with a link, and that'll take you to showing the build and the full walkthrough that I did of it this morning. Dropping a max mod with skill duration. Oh shoot! If you're behind us, Cheryl, we're all up here. Maybe drop it in here once we clear these out. I think I've got some good skill duration ones, but maybe someone needs it. BRB sounds good, Millie. Finally caught a live stream. LD, hope I'm saying that right. Welcome in. Happy to have you. I hope it lives up to all the expectations. It probably won't, but you know, we're here. No, thank you for tuning in. Trying to break free of that. Boom. Where are the spawns happening? Where are they? They're all in front? Watch out behind you, Cheryl. There we go. What weapons will be in the new DLC? Do you have any idea? I certainly hope we do get new weapons. We haven't had any new high-end weapons since Season 9, which is kind of wild. I would think that for a new DLC, they'll include 1 or 2 new ones. As far as what they would be, I'm really bad with, like, I don't have a ton of weaponry knowledge outside of games. I do know that I think it'd be cool to see, trying to remember what the official name is. Is it the AK-74U, that SMG that kind of looks like an AK? I think that'd be cool to have in the game. I've seen people give good suggestions for different ARs that I looked up before that look cool. So I don't know. But I do hope that we get... Well, that's the first time I've ran out of ammo. I do hope that we get new weapons for sure. No, I need ammo. There we go, someone's on it. Minigun to the face.
Supply room access.
What do you mean, EM? Where would we find that at? I might be forgetting what we were saying before. Also, my first live stream. Well, thank you also so much for being here. Love hearing that. How many shotguns are in the game? 26, including the different variants and the named ones and the exotics. 26 exotics. Or shotguns, I mean. The content you're in. We're just doing open world control points with the Hollywood Global event turned on. So if you go in your season calendar to Hollywood right here, you can turn that on. And then we're just out in the open world doing control points at tier 4. Maybe new exotics. Dogs they add are pretty useless. I mean, exotics are tough because some of them are just universally really good and some are more situational for different build types. We can't forget that over the past few seasons we had, in Season 11 we had the Ninja Bike, in Season 1 we had the St. Elmo's, in Season 2 we had the Ouroboros. Like, pretty much every season has delivered a really solid exotic. This season being the exception. I don't think there's any one exotic this season that people have, like, fallen in love with. But there's still been some good ones. And in year 4 we had, like, the Catharsis, which I love. The Busy Bee was really solid for a while, so there's been some good ones. But I would also assume, yeah, that for the DLC we'll get like a bigger chunk, kind of like we did for Wony. Sounds like a metal band minigun to the face. It does. Delta's in the chat. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Moderator Delta. Still got 125 people hanging out. Thank you all so much for being here. Alright, I'm gonna wait for people to get here because I'm still low on ammo. That one thing really depleted me. Got the Dragon Mask, I still don't have it. They did acknowledge that there's some people, yeah, who the grain hasn't gone out to. I'm not sure what's the status of that, but they are working on making sure everyone gets it. I just logged in and it was there one day, so I guess I got lucky. Just off of that one thing, I maxed out my ammo again. That's great. Oops, they're all right behind me. Call that.
Reinforcements incoming.
I love that the explosion doesn't damage you either. You can literally stand point blank and hit him. I can't get out of this. I'm stuck in the foam.
Detected.
Rogue family, what's going on, man? Huxley, been binging a lot of your content, slowly learning more. Thanks heaps for the content, really helps out. Super glad to hear that, man. You're very welcome. Always love to hear that, man.
Hostile restored protection.
Glad you've been enjoying. Hope you're having a fun time in the game. Yeah, we got some good stuff coming up. I am excited and dreading at the same time the amount of guides and new content I will be making once the endgame revamp drops. Because that's, if what they've said is true, it's going to basically invalidate everything we knew about the endgame. But that'll be a fun challenge to kind of to re-educate on all that stuff. So, but yeah, you're very welcome. Glad to have you. Wow, they just spawned in front of us. Wow, 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 wow. I thought they would come out of a door. You guys saw that. You saw him just... That entire wave just spawned in my face. GG. Is it dope stink or dopey stink? Alex, I like to think it's dopey stink. It was my Xbox generated name back in like 2011 when I got my 360. I've changed over time because they used to have a bunch of numbers on the end, but I kept the same thing because I just thought it was a funny name. Yeah. But we'll go with the latter one. That's how I read it.
Make sure no one comes near.
Oh, I am breathing easy now, Hermes. What's up, man? How you doing? Millie's back, hell yeah. Is there a trailer for the new DLC yet? No. There's been no marketing for it yet. We're still a ways out from it. It should be dropping February or March 2025, so we got a little bit of time. But, yeah, I'm sure later this year they'll start sharing more on it. Is it actual new DLC or is it a battle pass? What they've said is we're getting new open world zones and new main missions in Brooklyn, in New York, so it's going to be an all new map. And yeah, that's about all we know so far. New open world zones, new main missions. So it should kind of be like another Warlords. All right, what are some other good ones we can hit? Maybe up here, do some of the Outcast ones. You brought me back into it, honestly. Just one question. How could I get my control points tier 4 without going around? Yes, what Powerbomb said. So if you go into your map, you can see at the bottom, you can click global settings. For me, that's right on the D-pad. And then you can change your difficulty to this. If you set it to heroic, then all control points will automatically be tier 4. If you're still getting into the game, though, that does definitely spike the difficulty by a bit. So, you know, try it out and see if it's too much for you or not. But yeah. I'm curious to see how Seasons 2.0 actually changes things. Me too. Very curious. Because, yeah, the seasonal formula, it works, but it's definitely gotten a bit tiring. Just have the same types of objectives. So I hope they're able to freshen things up. We'll see. By the way, folks, I always say this, but if I ever miss your question, it's not intentional. I'm just trying to keep up with the game and answer all these at the same time, so feel free to resend them if I miss it. Somebody else, what's the best place to farm a decent rifle? I'm coming back to the game at level 27. Oh, if you're still below 30, I'm not sure how much advice I can give for specific farming below 30. Once you hit 30, you'll unlock targeted loot, which is basically when I open my map here. You can see all these things. So right here, this zone, you can see at the top right, increased loot allocation for rifles. So if I play content within there, I'll get rifle drops. But if you're below level 30, I honestly couldn't think to tell you what would be the best way to go about it. You can check the vendors, see if they're maybe selling one. But otherwise, once you get targeted loot, that's really where you can start doing more of that stuff. I wouldn't worry too much about your build post-endgame, or pre-endgame. Because at that point, it's just about using what's got a good level and getting through the story, you know? By the way, I saw a notification on my phone from Tom Henderson. I'm like, shit, he just dropped the Heartland article, but it's about Assassin's Creed, so we're good. I was like, as long as you don't do it while I'm streaming, man, we'll be good. That would make me rush around a bit afterwards. I'm out of ammo. Shoot, dude. Oh, that was a good snipe.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
Completely new map, or will it be located in the same New York? Completely new map. Yeah, the new DLC is going to be an all new stuff, new map, new missions, everything. The Div 1 intro was in Brooklyn, yes. A lot of people theorized how much or if any of that we'll see it. I think it wouldn't shock me if one of the zones was like a revamped version of that, but I do think, I'm quite certain there'll be brand new areas beyond that as well. Probably like 2 more big zones with that one that's redone. Because that was a small, like that was 2 blocks by 2 blocks, like it's tiny. So, new zones, new missions, the whole deal. Some nostalgia mixed in there. It'll be good. They're still coming out back here? I think so. Yep. I'm not going to get... All week that this event is on, I'm not going to get tired of those explosions. It's too good. Yeah, I saw someone saying before, no rogues yet. I hope we do by the time the stream's done. That'd be fun. How do you avoid burnout from this game? Honestly, I have yet, ever since Division 1 came out, I've yet to find another game that I enjoy playing as much. It's simply that I love the gameplay. I'm also big into PvP, which is inherently a bit more replayable, because it's always different every time, so... I play a lot of Dark Zone and Conflict, but... Yeah, I don't really play for the loot anymore. I will be so hyped the day that we get Division 3 and I can actually be excited about loot and builds again. Because that doesn't really get me going anymore, even though I love that part of looter shooters. But it's really just the gameplay of it that I've yet to find a game after Division came out that I enjoy playing as much. So that's what does it for me. All right, let's run down to the next one. We got a convoy right outside. That's some easy XP. What do you think about dual exotic pistols? Dual wielding would be pretty sick. If they want to do that someday, I'm down. That'd be a fun playstyle. Oh, the fire at the end gets me. That's tough. My hive's not going to get me? That's sad. Thank you, Cheryl. We had rogues at the beginning? Wait, really? Oh, like one of the ones that spawn nearby? I never try and track those down because I feel like I end up running around for like half an hour. That's funny though, I didn't even remember it. By the way, I haven't been saying her name because I literally don't know how to. Exerdrin? Hope I'm saying that right. Very excited for it, glad to hear. And how large will they be? When will they add it? Aside from, pardon me, all they have said is that we're getting them. They haven't given any details about the size or anything like that. They said the DLC overall will be smaller than Warlords. So I'm expecting like 3 open world zones and 4 main missions maybe, but that's just my own guess. They have not said. As for when we're getting it, it's coming with Year 6 Season 3 in approximately early 2025. So about 10 months from now is when I expect we'll be getting the DLC. Hoping for a new DZ, but not holding my breath. I would love it, but yeah, I'm not holding my breath either. We can get the elite territory. I'm so going down again. Tough.
Agent down. Protected hostile restored.
Thank you, Satanta.
Detecting.
Someone was saying that the devs might have said akimbo. Oh, I think they said akimbo style was something they can do for Div 2. It's certainly possible. That wouldn't shock me. But you know, maybe a Div 3 thing. You never know.
Removed hostile protection.
Jumping on the minigun's always fun. Oh, we got a boss here.
Immediate medical assistance needed. Access key detected.
I think it might make more sense to have an exotic holster that lets you have any pistols dual wield. Yeah, true. That would probably make sense. Do you think we'll ever see the return of hyenas in the main story? I think we were talking about this, weren't we? In the main story, I don't know, but if they do more incursions, like I think they would definitely be an applicable faction to have for that. Like the remnants of the council or something. But I don't know as far as the main story. What do you think the differences between Div 3 and Heartland will be? I expect and hope Div 3 to kind of be more or less the same as Div 1 and 2 in terms of it being RPG looter shooters. And we know that Heartland is leaning more towards a realistic survival feel. So I would say those are probably what the main differences will be. Yeah. You don't want them to feel exactly the same because then people will be like, why would I play one over the other, you know? But I do think there'll be enough differences for that not to be the thing. I just keep going down, man. Everyone's carrying me at this point. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hang on. There we go. I didn't get all the ammo for that, though. Wow, Cheryl killed me? Look at that. Cheryl, how could you? I'll respawn. Don't worry about it. I don't know why I didn't get any ammo there. I broke all the shields, but it didn't give me all the extra ammo. What's up, Ronald? How you doing? I have no idea, Cheryl. I feel like sometimes it just says that when there's no basis for it. Alright, I need to let my ammo come back so it's not going to regen me, apparently. For bricking the shields. Now it gave me a little bit, but I do feel like I'm not earning as much as I was. Not sure why. There we go, I got a good bit of ammo from that. Looter shooter versus extraction shooter. Interested to see how the day night cycle will work. Yeah. All I'll say is it'll be interesting to see what's in Tom's article. How long are we going here? We're 2 hours in, alright. I will probably begin to wind things down. But we'll go for a few more at least. Hey Andrew, thank you so much for hanging out, man. Have fun with Hollywood if you go for that or whatever you end up doing. Have a good rest of your day, my guy. I can't stay up. Just keep going down. Where are they spawning from? Way on the other side. Need a max spaz 12? I'm good. Not sure about the others. I would say we should go until we get rogues to spawn, but that could also just not happen this entire play session, so. Over the last few games, the style has grown more cartoonish. Div 1 was grim and dark. D2 bright and colorful. Harlan looks less realistic in art style. How do you think Div 3 will look? If I had to make a blind prediction, I would say that I think they'll move back towards more what Division 1 was like. Obviously, I have nothing to back that up. That's just a pure guess. I think it's going to be back in the winter against, you know, the Black Tusk and all those forces, and I would guess they'll go more back towards Division 1. But if they're smart, they'll also create the systems from the beginning where they can then shift the season and theme over time to fit with more live service stuff, whereas Division 2 is kind of awkwardly kept going, even though it doesn't really, like, it's definitely not summer anymore. But yeah. I don't really like that one. Let's do this one over here. I think it's possible for the devs to turn the lights on in some of those inside missions that are always super dark. I can't think of which ones for me are too bad. I do know that they fixed the lighting on the floor 100 of the summit with Resolve, which I love, because that annoyed me super bad. But I guess I can't think of which ones. Maybe it's just a me problem that it doesn't bother me, but I don't know. Which one? Are there any in particular you can think of, Libertarian? I feel like they lowered the spawn rate of rogues. Used to hit them consistently every hour. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's some days where I'll get like 2 of them, and then I'll go for like a week without any. So I don't know if they changed it or if it's just good old RNG doing its thing.
Hostile
Is it worth getting all the ivory keys? Is ivory the one in the White House? I think so. In which case you get an all-white weapon skin and the shield splinterer. Which are both cool, for sure. So it depends on how much how much you care about that stuff. I'm gonna go down again. I refuse.
Protected hostile restored. Reinforcements en route.
Oh, hello. There we go. Gotta get the explosions right when they all come out. I'm not even aiming. I'm just holding the trigger. Well, maybe I should be aiming. That's so good. I'm not gonna waste my ammo on that guy because he's just gonna eat it up and not take enough damage.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Dang, that was a beautiful snipe. I saw that all pop off there.
Protected hostile restored.
GG. Any locations from near NYC or DC that haven't been explored you'd like to see? I mean, totally.
Supply room access.
Arlington Cemetery and Central Park. Literally any of those, yes. I mean, probably, for me personally, Central Park would be at the top of the list just because that was so fabled in Division 1. But literally any that they want to do, yes. I always thought at some point they were going to add this thing down here since it was like actually rendered in the game and on the map, but it never happened. Gonna try my first YouTube video at the weekend? Hell yeah, Foodie. Shoot me a link once you do, I want to see it. Sierra, what's going on? Good day to yourself. Alright, I say we hit like these two up here, and then that's probably gonna be it for me. Well, let's do two last ones. Yeah, is it gonna be a food video? It is? Oh, hell yeah. Get the grill going. By the way, how many stars have we racked up? 18. The problem is we're only on day 1, so we weren't getting all the challenges going. Oh, I marked the wrong one. That's my bad. Let's do this one first. Oh, we got a convoy coming in. Perfect. Wait for everyone to get up here. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I could sense it coming once they're on the side of me. Alright, everyone's dropping. Dude, this is not good.
An agent
This is not good at all.
assistance.
We started off strong and then
Agent.
it went south.
Deceased. Agent down.
Get me back up there. New York After Dark. Yeah, that was a cool location too. I'm still convinced that that was their like early tease of Woney. You know? Because obviously they knew it was happening back then. So that's my conspiracy theory, is that After Dark was a tease for Warlords. Alright, I need to get in here. Get in the spawn room. Maybe someone hit the flare. Nice.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.
I just feel my game is gonna crash every time it does one of those like massive wave explosions. I can't do anything while I'm on fire. Scone, or Scone Aaron. Hello, Mr. Golden. One of my go-to channels. Love your vids. Keep them coming, please. Thank you so much for the kind words, my friend. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Tends to happen sometimes. But I'm super glad you liked the videos. Thank you for the kind words. If you could include a new class specialization to Div 2 following the current spec system, I would do... Trying to think what one we don't have covered in terms of like... build categories. Because my old answer was like a melee weapon, but... I guess you could do a melee spec and like that, but... It's not really supported in the build system. I'm trying to think of like what builds I make that I end up like struggling to pick which spec to use. Bow and arrow. I would adore a compound bow as well, yes. But again, like I don't know what build variety we have that would really fit with that.
Supply room access unlocked.
I like asking, does it make you ramble? It's, you know, that's what the stream's all about. The discussion. What is a build type that like doesn't have a good spec? I mean, I would say rifles, but like sharpshooter kind of fits that. So I don't know. Maybe I would say a compound bow just because I really want that. And then it would be sort of bow and rifle based, maybe. Otherwise, I can't think of, because we have our skill one, we have our sniper one, we have our damage one with gunner, firewalls like close quarter stuff, and PvP. Survivalist, I feel like, has lost a little bit of its identity. Well, pistols? Yeah, maybe. If they were to, you know, that could be the spec weapon is like the akimbo, and then you have a pistol one. That could be kind of cool. There's different ways they could go. Alright, this is going to be the last one for me. I got to sign off after this, but we'll make it a good one.
Point in proximity.
Chang. Taking their heads off, Alex. Love a trebuchet. Isn't that the big catapult thing? Or am I thinking of the wrong thing there? You just roll around a catapult with you in the open world.
Reinforcements en route.
Tough.
Protected hostile restored.
I think it's a siege engine. Okay, yeah. Just one of those big things. They should include that into a mission sometime. Like out the Capitol building, you use the giant Gatling gun to gun down the door.
Heavily armored hostile detected.
Alright, that's pretty good. I went down, but otherwise we kept him in spawns.
Incoming hostiles detected.
Jeez. You can just see the explosion through the wall and know it's impactful. But they are down here. Why are they running away? Is this something else? Yeah, I don't think this is actually part of the control point. What's up, Emmanuel? Missed the stream. It's all good. Thank you for what you do. Your videos and streams are so nice to watch. So entertaining. Thank you so much for saying that. That warms my heart. But yeah, thanks for jumping in here at the end. I do have to go in a few minutes, unfortunately, but we're here every week. And eventually I do want to do more than one stream per week. I was talking about that the other day. We'll get there eventually. I keep having to look at these Tom Henderson notifications I'm getting. Make sure he's not talking about Heartland. But he's just talking about Assassin's Creed. Satanta's risking it all. Thank you. That was sick. I was wondering if he was going to do it. The explosion off of the pack caused the Hollywood explosion to go. That was cool. Is that? Oh, they're down below now. Okay. Oh, I see him. I see him. We got rogues on the last one! Let's get it. Alright, I don't think they're part of the global event, though. Just gotta fight them separately. That's so sick. The game's like, alright, I'll give it to you on the very last one. We gotta funnel them in here.
Hostile incinerator turret detected. Hostile defender drone detected. An agent needs assistance.
What are you expecting from Tom? He said that he's got an article coming on Heartland talking about some significant changes that have happened. Wink, wink. So that should be dropping in the next few days. So I keep looking. There's a bunch of notifications popping during the stream, but he's talking about Assassin's Creed today, I guess. Yeah, this is tough. My build is meant for spec weapons, and they do nothing against these guys. So that's awkward. Yeah, Wolf, I'm sorry that you can get a chance to jump in. That's always the problem is only do four-man groups, but yes, in the future for sure. I appreciate you hanging out though. Oh, and Rogues come out in order to spice things up. It's a fun mechanic. Like, I hope they expand on that in the future with even more, you know, writing things. Whoever's running Sledgehammer is a legend. That's helping us out a lot. Pop an instant kit in PV or PvE. There's still 2 more? I thought we were done. Oh my goodness. They're still going. GG. That was fun to get those on the last one. Drop these named items in case anyone needs them. What's good, MC? We'll see, Libertarian. Might be some shakeups, who knows? Alright, oh, there's still another one? Named items for days. Oh, another cherish, that's funny. Alright, if anyone needs these for expertise, have at them. I also had a profit. Love when YouTube doesn't notify me. I know that frustrates me when people say that because it's like I don't know what else to suggest if YouTube itself can't get its stuff together. We're eventually gonna have a channel in the Discord specifically for live notifications, so that if people want to like sign up for notifications for that channel specifically, then it'll always let them know when I go live. So we'll have that running sooner or later. Good runs. Cheryl, Alex, Satanta, very much appreciate you all jumping in. That was a ton of fun. Hollywood in general, I'd say, is a hit. Way more fun than I used to have with it in the past. These field proficiencies. Oh my goodness. You're very welcome, Cheryl. Very welcome, Satanta. That's what it's all about, getting those 4-man groups going to get way more NPCs. So yeah, folks, I guess I don't have too much else to say. Appreciate everyone tuning into the stream today. Next week, we got the finale. I'm very, very excited for that. I was saying earlier that I might be going live earlier than normal next week to try and avoid spoilers online. keep an eye out on. I always try and post on Mondays a reminder about the stream and the exact time when I'll go live. So in that post next Monday, I will fully confirm when I will be live. So be sure to keep an eye on the community tab to know about that. It might be like an hour or an hour and a half earlier than normal. Yeah, but like I said, I'll confirm that in the post. But we'll have some big and exciting things to go through. I'll be on vacation, so I'll be up early. Awesome, Ramon. See you there. But yeah, folks, thanks for tuning in today. Big thank you to Cheryl and Foodie for the gifts and donations. Super appreciate as always. And
An agent is no longer
yeah.
in your group.
So who we'd have in here? We had Leah, yes, GG indeed. Tony, Cheryl, EM, Lido, Millie, Ramon, Libertarian, MC, Delta, Alex, Dark, Rice, Wolf, Hermes. Earlier, I know we had Malicite Powerbomb. Everybody who was in here, you know who you are. I appreciate you very much. Huxley.
An agent has
Also, the
left
people who
your
this is their first stream, I appreciate you tuning in. Tyler,
Another
too.
agent
Thank you
has
for
been
being here.
promoted to group leader.
But yeah, folks, as I said, next week, big things coming. I'm excited, and I will see you all then. But until then, RogueGold, out.